And our last section of the day, e-learning and donations. Vietnam donates to America. Can Tha promotes reading. Taipei Dangdai art fair to go online. And virtual tour expedition bilingual book launched. Let's get into it. Our first article today. Vietnam donates 420,000 masks to American Red Cross. Here's a nice little picture showing it, okay? So in Hanoi, U.S. Ambassador to Vietnam Daniel expressed his gratitude for the donation of 420,000 medical masks on behalf of the American Red Cross in a handover ceremony on Wednesday. The donation included 120,000 masks donated by Vietnam Red Cross and 300,000 masks donated by Vietnam U.S. Alumni Club. VUSAC Han Hien sent out a call to its members for donations to buy face masks as gifts for the American people who are reeling from the COVID-19 pandemic. In a matter of weeks, the VUSAC members and contributors have managed to raise $1.26 billion for more than 900 individuals and organizations throughout the Vietnam and overseas. Accepting the donations from the Associate Professor Nguyen Thai, the chairwoman of Vietnam Red Cross Society, said the U.S. diplomat said, "I wish to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Vietnam Red Cross Society and hundreds of individuals and organizations who contributed this donation." All right. So I wanted to give a shout out to that. Good job, Vietnam. It's always great to give, especially in time of need. Moving on. Can Tha promotes reading habits among the community. I know a lot of you are at home right now. Are you playing your video games on your iPhone or your Nintendo Switch, or watching TV, or are you being like my mom? My mom didn't much care for a book. Didn't care for TVs and stuff, or even iPads. She would always go back to the book. Can Tha and Lo Kong Nakhon Delta City in Can Tha's People's Committee have developed a project to promote reading culture and the community. Dong Thai Thorn Thor, Deputy Director of the city's Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism, said Can Tha would emphasize the role of the local public librarians in promoting the reading habit. The city aims to have at least 25 to 30% of the people in rural areas to have access to public libraries in learning centers by 2025. They also target the average number of books each person reads each year to be 12 by 2030, and 4 in rural areas. The city plans to apply technologies to the libraries. It will build an e-library to help people easily access information and provide open source to service schools, experts, and research. Local libraries will expand their working hours and will be open on the weekends to serve the community. Right now, yeah, they're not open on the weekends. It's kind of funny. In Korea, there was a library almost on every corner, library and bookstore. They can spend all day in those places. Doi said Can Tha was focusing on creating a reading habit among students at schools, which will be in charge of creating the environment for reading organizations' frequent book for discussions among students. The city is also focusing on publishing and selling books, as well as book reviews. It will support the writers in the right quality books print in their works. Okay. So my real question to you is: Have you ever been part of a book club? And what kind of books do you like to read? What is your favorite book? If people here are trying to find about new things to read, so we're recommending a book, an author was a great way to do it. Maybe you even have an e-library you can recommend. So please like, comment, and subscribe below. I'd really like to know. All right. And moving on, we got Taipei Dangdai art fair to go online in May. You know things are going to go online. So here we go. Just yesterday, we had the museums do that. Taipei news. The annual Taipei Dangdai is launching the next art exhibition, Taipei Connections, on the digital platform Oka on Saturday. Hosted by the UBS, which is a bank, the second edition of the art fair, which is in January, did 40,000 visitors at Taipei Dangdai Exposition Center, featuring 99 prestigious galleries from around the globe. To publicize the fair, a large-scale art installation by Michael Lin was displayed on the side of the Taipei 101. How nice. For the latest undertaking, Taipei is gathering international artists, collectors, galleries online due to the virus. Previously, expedition galleries will return to the organizations have been revealed with the highlight works and ceremony American artist Dong Axie. Great. Additionally, the digital platform will include live streaming programs such as the visit to Taiwanese artists, the Chinese guy, studios, and visual tour of artism artist Yiwa Wu show at the Taipei Fine Arts Museum. That's awesome. Advanced registration. Registration right here. A register is required for the free online art running May 2nd to 5th. All right. For more information, go to their website below. All right. One more thing to go. There's one virtual tours, and this one's for Vietnam just had its holiday. And what would you think, by the way, about art tours online and museums online? Are those something that would you enjoy more now online because you don't have to get in your car, go find a museum? Maybe you don't even have to pay, but you can do it all at home and you can learn. To me, that's appealing. How about you? And Vietnam just celebrated its National Reunification Day today and yesterday. It's a 2-day holiday. Yesterday was the fall of Saigon. Today is the unification of the country. So, virtual tour expedition bilingual book launch to mark Reunification Day. Hanoi. No matter where you are, now you can learn more about the national resistance against the U.S. liberation on the South in 1975 and the national reunification thanks to a virtual expedition provided by Thong Long Heritage Conservation Center. With activities Barley Victory, the expedition offers a panoramic view of Ho Chi Minh campaign and the lead of the national liberation. It's one among many various activities to mark the 45th anniversary of the Liberation Reunification Day, April 30th, due to the pandemic. The expedition has been presented online, so that's why we can go online. The expedition is intended to affirm the role of General Headquarters House D67, the liberation of the South, to revive the spirit of the party, the army, and people during the time when the entire nation fought for its reunification and evoke the patriotism of the people and the soldiers. That's kind of cool. The expedition is divided into different parts, including Paris Peace Accord, the spring of 1975, and the uprising, the main event, and the happiness and the victory. Oh, cool. So 4 parts. So this thing keeps going on, and it says it's going to give you everything. But at the very end, it will say where you can go. So what do you think about that? Do you know anything about this history? You know, for the tourists, the site will give you the extra information. But I actually visited this back in 2012, but I have forgotten a lot. So the virtual tour would really be helpful for me. But tell me about it. What tourist attractions does your country have? Leave comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. Hi. The small clip you saw was brought to you by Loyal World News. If you like what you saw, you should subscribe and look up my daily Loyal World News report for its full version. If you don't want to watch it on YouTube, prefer to be on the road, I also have a podcast in every full-length video I put up.